fact that Russia hacked U.S. election-related databases comes as no shock to this committee. While the indications of Russian measures targeting the U.S. presidential election are deeply troubling, one benefit is already clear. It has focused wide attention on the pressing threats posed by the Russian autocrat.
The members of both parties share a common concern over the Russian attack on our democracy, but bring a different perspective on the significance of certain issues. The question most people have is whether we can really conduct this investigation in the kind of thorough and nonpartisan manner that the seriousness of the issues merit. If we can pursue the facts wherever they lead, unafraid to compel witnesses to testify, to hear what they have to say, to learn what we will, and after exhaustive work reach a common conclusion, it would be a tremendous public service.
I have been authorized by the Department of Justice to confirm that the FBI, as part of our counterintelligence mission, is investigating the Russian government's efforts to interfere in the 2016 presidential election. And that includes investigating the nature of any links between individuals associated with the Trump campaign and the Russian government. Don't draw any conclusions from the fact that I may not be able to comment on certain topics. I know speculating is part of human nature, but it really isn't fair to draw conclusions simply because I say that I can't comment.
Part of the ethics of our profession, not just the legal requirement, but the ethics of our profession as intelligence professionals, is we do not engage in this activity. And I've also reminded the men and women of the National Security Agency, if I become aware of any such conduct, there is no place for you on this team.
With respect to the president's tweets about alleged wiretapping directed at him by the prior administration, I have no information that supports those tweets. And we have looked carefully inside the FBI.
Well, that lots of people have struggled with it, but you're not aware of an exception in the current dissemination of classified information statute that carves out an exception for reporters.
No, I'm not aware of anything carved out in the statute. I don't think a reporter has been prosecuted, certainly in my lifetime, though.
Director Comey, would you be concerned if any one of your agents had a private meeting with the Russian ambassador?
If an FBI agent had a private meeting with a Russian government employee of any kind, it would be concerning.
I've been here a while. I've never seen such a sustained period of leaks.
Leaks have always been a problem. I read over the weekend something from George Washington and Abraham Lincoln complaining about them. But I do think in the last 6 weeks, couple of months, there's been at least apparently a lot of conversation about classified matters that's ending up in the media.
I'd say the biggest difference from my perspective was both the use of cyber, the hacking, as a vehicle to physically gain access to information, to extract that information, and then to make it widely publicly available without any alteration or change.
They were unusually loud in their intervention. It's almost as if they didn't care that we knew. They'll be back in 2020, they may be back in 2018, and one of the lessons they may draw from this is that they were successful because they introduced chaos and division and discord and sowed doubt about the nature of this amazing country of ours and our democratic process.
Thanks to the modern technology that's in front of me right here, I've got a tweet from the president an hour ago saying the NSA and FBI tell Congress that Russia did not influence the electoral process. So that's not quite accurate, that tweet.
We've offered no opinion, have no view, have no information on potential impact because it's never something that we looked at.
Do you have any evidence that any current Trump White House or administration official coordinated with the Russian intelligence services?
Not a question I can answer.
I mean, that would be something that we really should know about, and we should know about quickly. And so if you can't give it to the entire committee, I hope you can at least give it to myself and Mr. Schiff, because you know, there is a big gray cloud that you've now put over people who have very important work to do to lead this country.